Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Drafting and Design Center. Drafting and Design Center provides services in engineering and training areas. To understand more about services, please visit www.draftinganddesignCenter.com. In this short tutorial video, I will go through how we can create intersection using Civil 3D. As you can see on the screen, I have this horizontal alignment is the first street, this is the second street, this is the assembly of first street, this is the assembly of second street. Both street has a 3% cross pole with this curve and 3-in-1 side slopes. Profile is ready as well. Just have to add bit profile in here and just give me one time, just delete extra thing. Okay, so just gotta add this profile because it hasn't completed. So click the profile and geometric editor, and then without tangent. Basically, I will see this one here, and it is modulating corridor. So it is now done. That's okay. Yep. Now I would like to create an intersection here, but before I create an intersection, the way I manage intersection is, as you can see here, is first street and this is the alignment of second street. They're both intersecting at this point. We need to ensure that the profile of first street as well as second street both aligning at a common point to be able to create an intersection. To do that, I will go to profile view. I will select this road as a primary road, this as a secondary road. By doing this, I will put this road profile, which is first street profile, into the second street profile view, and then align this coordinate at this chainage. And to be able to understand the chainage, I will say exactly what chainage they both intersecting. So as you can see here, they both are intersecting at the chainage of 379. Just let me put this exactly at that point, 379.93. So I will go back to, this is the first street and this is second street. I will put this street profile into here. To do that, I will click the second street first, which is primary road, superimposed profile, click it, select the source profile, which is this one here. I would like to put this over destination profile, which is here, and it will ask you which start to end, apply and OK. This step will ensure that the both alignment coordinates with each other. So as you can see, that entire profile of first street is now put in here. At this point, as you can see here, this is 0-meter chainage, which is, we look at this point on a plan. This point exactly 379.93 in here. As you can see here, this profile, and you can see that this is the first street profile, and then you can see the second street profile. I have aligned both at same point so that both coordinate. Once I happy with that, to align it, I will just click here, drag it up or down side by if required. I have already aligned earlier. As you can see that it is now exactly matching with each other, which is first street, secondary street, or I would say primary road and secondary road. So once you're happy with that, you can start creating intersection. Very crucial stage to be able to understand. At that point, they both have to coordinate from construction point of view. So let's go back to intersection. Create an intersection. It will ask you intersecting point, which is in here. Once you define the point, it will then prompt you into this dialog box to create an intersection. The name, I will put it this way. Layers, I won't change it. I will say primary road only crown mounted rather than all crown mounted. Easy for construction. As you can see here, priority 1 is second street as a primary road, first street as a secondary road, which I am happy with. Offset parameter, as you can see 3.5 meter is land width, so I will put right now offset parameter 3.5. Okay. Curb return profile, which you can adjust based on your vehicle speed. Right now I'll put it 15 meter. And once you click here, it will highlight on a screen which way we talking about. Okay. Land slope parameter, which is 3% cross pole is everywhere, so I'm not changing right now. And curb return profile, which is just, you can see here, is this one. How long you wanna extend to, which is 10 meter default. I'm putting it, and I'm happy with this default setting. Okay. Next, it will select the assembly which is inbuilt. As you can see that there are this many assembly are there. This is, as you can see on the screen, is curb return fillet. This for primary road. This is for this section. This for this one. This for secondary road. This for secondary half section. And this is for a secondary road half section. So entire intersection is kind of split in a different region to be able to create an entire one assembly. And select the surface which is existing ground surface, create a new corridor, and then create an intersection. So upon clicking intersection, it will then modulate the intersection, and you will be able to see intersection by just now in a few minutes. As you can see that modeling corridor, it doesn't take even a few minutes. So now I have intersection ready to go. I will delete my all changes, endpoint, everything I don't require right now. This is the intersection, which change it is. I will just drag it and put it side by. The change I will don't need right now. I will just delete it. Okay, you can able to see that intersection is created, and as we discussed, there are many regions were there, and it created entire intersection. All the regions will be populated by itself. As you can see here, all sub-assemblies are here. For primary road, which is in this case, we have secondary street as a primary road. My assembly in here is my cross pole is 3% and cut and fill slope 3 in 1. So I will then change that every parameter back in here. By clicking here, you can change the parameter. So blend width is 3.5 and my slope is 3%. So again, blend width is 3.5 and the slope is minus 3%. So that secondary road, it is same thing. We have 3% cross pole and blend width is 3.5 as well. For all this, I'm applying that. Okay, in copyright, definitely it will be 3% cross pole as my primary and secondary street. And current field slope should be 3 in 1. I'm not changing right now, I'll do it later on, all the way together. Property, which is 3.5 and minus 3%. 3.5 and minus 3%. Three 3.5 and 3%. Three 3.5 and minus 3%. Again, cut and fill slope, as you can see here, all the way I have kept in primary road and secondary road 3 in 1, 3 in 1, and there is no daylight, so I will 3 in 1, and then there is no other parameter as pole slope and everything, so I will just delete the beat. So I'm just changing the slope right now. I'm not changing everything else, so that you can able to do it by yourself upon your requirement. This is the excellent way of working and modifying as well as creating intersection. You can able to save this all sub-assemblies as a set and give it to a different name which you can use in the future as well. So that will be very handy. So that's the last one. Okay, so now it's ready and you can able to see the intersection in here, nicely shaped, and all this carbohydrate profile has been aligned. Just need to ensure that you can see that there is a bit of a width of daylight uh, which need to be modified in assembly, which I'm not doing it right now. So this is how it looks like, combining all alignment and this one here. And you can able to see that how nicely they have gotten together, and you can able to see this in a 3D view by aligning the alignment, how best you can fit in geometry and created a intersection for primary and secondary road. And we then change the parameter as we required based on predefined subassembly of primary and secondary road. And now we are just viewing in a 3D how coordination looks like for construction objective point of view, and later on it comes to matching the standard criteria and everything. So I hope this video is helpful, and then rebuilding corridor by itself. Okay, so I now have finished intersection, and then you can able to use this carbohydrate profile and create an alignment from that as well, if you have to. uh, Profile of the carbohydrate alignment in here, this is this one here, and then create a surface profile as well if you have to. So once again, in this tutorial, short tutorial, we have seen how we coordinate geometry, how we can use intersection tool, how we can modulate intersection, and at last how we can match it up primary road and secondary road parameter to intersection subassembly. You can also save this subassembly which we modified by going into the intersection, uh, update region automatically, and then you can just recreate the regions and save this assembly as any name if you like. Modified tutorial, and it will be saved. Next time you can browse it and then use this as a tool rather than changing it by itself. So I hope this video is useful and very informative. If you like to have any feedback, please go through website and approach us. If you like to know about services, please send us an email. Once again, thanks very much for watching, and I hope it will be beneficial as well. Thank you very much.